Tonight's the night for public comments on a controversial limestone quarry near Oxford.
Wet weather, warm weather, both coming to East Alabama. We will have the complete forecast details coming up.
Coming up in sports, we have highlights from a much anticipated area basketball game from last night. We have scores from East Alabama last night. We preview the night ahead for basketball and wrestling. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wedowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards.
And I'm Mike Stedham.
The Alabama Department of Environmental Management is holding a public hearing tonight concerning air and water pollution permits for a proposed limestone quarry on the boundary between Calhoun and Cleburne counties. The request was made more than 2 years ago by Pillar Materials LLC of Oxford, which has been working on the proposal with ADEM officials. The department has determined that the company should be able to meet both federal and state regulations. A large group of area residents met 2 weeks ago with members of the Coosa River Keepers to plan their strategy for opposing the quarry at tonight's hearing. People who can't attend this evening's event may still have their comments included in the public record. Written comments received no later than 5 p.m. on Wednesday will also be considered and entered into the public hearing record.
Also tonight, the Oversight Committee of the McClellan Development Authority will meet at the Calhoun County Administration Building to elect a chairman and to discuss the development of the former Army base. That meeting was called by the Calhoun County Commission and the Anniston City Council, which together make up the majority of the Oversight Committee members. The group will also request information from the MDA regarding its affairs and operations since the last meeting of the Oversight Committee, which took place at least 6 years ago.
When we return, Heflin police are asking for help catching a man who robbed a Dollar General store.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
The City of Heflin Police Department is currently investigating a robbery that occurred at the Dollar General store on Ross Street last Thursday. That robbery happened at approximately 8 p.m. when a man wearing dark clothing entered into the store, committed the robbery, and then left on foot. There were no injuries, and information is being released at this time is limited due to the ongoing nature of this investigation. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Heflin Police Department at 256-463-8911.
When we come back, area residents are invited to a tornado training session next month.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
The Calhoun County Emergency Agency will be offering a free tornado awareness training session in Oxford on February 29th. Topics to be covered include tornado safety protocols, understanding severe weather warnings, and creating an emergency plan. A question and answer session with weather experts is also on the agenda. The event will last from 8:30 a.m. until 4:30 p.m. at the Oxford Civic Center. For registration information, visit the Calhoun County EMA's Facebook page.
Well, we're talking about tornadoes, so that must mean springtime.
Well, and certainly we're having some showers.
We
so
are.
Maybe that means flowers are on the horizon.
Wouldn't that be nice?
It would be.
They can be on the horizon, they can be anywhere, just as long as we see the flowers.
That's right. Well, this is the first day that I did not wear my coat into the building, so that was a really nice change from what we've had the last few days. John Holder joins us now in the EAN Weather Center to tell us more about changes in the weather. John?
Mike and Katie, some big changes coming. We saw those today across East Alabama. Warmer temperatures, and then we've got a lot of rainfall on the way for the rest of the work week and into the weekend. We will have the complete forecast details coming up next.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
Temperatures continue to rise across East Alabama. Temperatures getting close to 60 degrees today, officially 59, but no doubt we saw 60 on some backyard thermometers today. That's actually above average for this time of year. Our nighttime low this morning, again, about 10 degrees above the average at 45 this morning under cloudy skies. Record high temperatures 74, the record low at 5. And the sunrise and sunset times for today remain unchanged. 6:45 your sunrise tomorrow morning, sun setting this evening at 5:05. Weather on your street. Going to take you to Main Street in downtown Oxford. Some rain in the forecast late tonight. Most of this will be after midnight tonight into the wee hours of tomorrow morning. And it's going to be even warmer. We're only dropping down to 51 tonight. We're going to be in the 50s all night long. Good weather as far as temperatures go across East Alabama. Tomorrow, this is where we're going to see the changeover to wet weather. We're looking at rain likely on Cleveland Avenue right off of I-59 in Attala. Warm temperatures tomorrow, another big jump in the temps, 67 degrees, but we're going to see rain off and on throughout the day. Looks like a rainy day coming up on your Wednesday. And as we take a look at the rest of the week, we have a flood watch being issued by the National Weather Service office in Birmingham. That will take effect at 12 noon tomorrow, and that will last all the way until midnight on Thursday night. So a lot of rain coming. Temperatures are going to remain in the 60s. It stays warm out on Little Branch Drive at McClellan. So if you're out at McClellan or anywhere across East Alabama, get ready for warm weather and wet weather as we move through the rest of the work week and into the weekend. Here's the 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. Some big numbers on there, some warm numbers, some big numbers as far as temperatures go, and some big numbers as far as rain chances go. An 80% chance of rain tomorrow. That goes to 90% on Thursday. Backing off a little bit, there'll be a bit of a break in here, about a 40% chance of a shower on Friday afternoon, but then Saturday, rain chances go back up to 80%. One thing that is not going to change is our warm temperatures. 67 tomorrow, 70. Yes, 70 on the backyard thermometers on Thursday. Friday, 69. Saturday, 67. And look at these nighttime lows. Getting into the 60s for lows. Very close to 60 again on Friday morning. Saturday morning in the mid to upper 50s all across East Alabama. Now, we do have some seasonal weather coming. It's still January after all, so we can't expect to just jump all the way into springtime. By Sunday, temperatures backing off a little bit, but again, these temperatures are just where we should be for this time of year, in the mid-50s, nighttime lows getting back into the mid-30s or so. But again, that's not extreme. That's exactly the average and where we should be for late January here in East Alabama. And let's take a look now at this excessive rainfall. We showed you yesterday a map that showed anywhere from 3 to 4 inches here in East Alabama to 4 to 6 inches over in the western side of the state. And so here's our excessive rainfall risk. This is for tomorrow and tomorrow night. Very significant over in northwest Alabama. For most of our area, including Calhoun and Etowah counties, we're going to be looking at an elevated risk for excessive rainfall, believe it or not. We can use that. Over here in Cleveland County and some of the counties down to the south, a limited risk for excessive rainfall. But we are going to see, we've had a drought buster already. I think we're going to see by Saturday night the drought will be over with across East Alabama. I'll be back here with you tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. for your breakfast forecast. And in the meantime, we're going to talk some high school basketball, some big games going on. Namath Pitts has it all covered for you right now in sports. Namath?
Thanks, John. Daniel Williams erupted for 25 points, and White Plains boys downed Calhoun County champions Jacksonville to keep hopes of playing host to the area tournament alive. Jacksonville's girls brushed off a slow start to dominate the White Plains girls. Daniel Williams poured in 25 points last night, and White Plains boys staved off freshly minted Calhoun County champion Jacksonville's fourth quarter comeback to win 66-65. The victory gave White Plains a split of their Class 4A Area 10 boy-girl doubleheader, but most importantly for the boys, it avenged a 12-point loss that they took to Jacksonville back on December 15th, and likely will set up a tiebreaker to see which team plays host to the area tournament. If White Plains beats Cherokee County tonight and Cleburne County on Thursday, and Jacksonville beats Cherokee County on Friday, then the area host will come down to a coin flip. White Plains' victory came after two-time defending Class 4A state champion Jacksonville clinched its first Calhoun County title since 1985. White Plains got 9 points from center Carter Johnson, 7 points while also blocking 4 shots in the first half. Dylan Barksdale hit 2 3-pointers en route to 8 points, and Jacksonville got 16 points from Aaron Nixon, all in the second half. Devin Barksdale, who had to exit in the action in foul trouble, ended up scoring 15 points for the Jacksonville Golden Eagles. And then coming off the bench, Kedrick Fisher hit 4 3-pointers, including a 30-footer at the first half buzzer, and finished with 14 points. Jaquan Irvin added 12. Barksdale scored 7 of his 15 during Jacksonville's late rally, but White Plains would hold on 66-65. J.C. Taylor led a balanced scoring performance with 9 points, and Jacksonville forced 41 turnovers to complete a season sweep of White Plains. Deasia Prothro added 10 points, and Lexi Phillips and Emerson Weaver scored 9 apiece. After starting the season 1-7 against an early schedule of mostly higher classified teams, Jacksonville has reached the 12-12 mark. The Golden Eagles are 4-1 in area and play host to Cherokee County on Friday, with a chance to force a coin flip to determine the area's tournament host. Cooper Martin and Abby Dickinson led White Plains with 8 points apiece. White Plains played its third game without guard Cassidy Arnold, who sustained a strained knee at Cherokee County back on January 9th. The Wildcats also lost center Bella Higgins for the season because of a knee injury. White Plains loses their 13th straight game as Jacksonville won 59-29. Keyshawn Allen led Weaver with 19 points, including 1 3-pointer, and Weaver's other top performers were Caden Gooden with 11 points, DJ Marbury 9 points, and Harper Williams 8 points. Mumford's top performers were Lathan Stevens 18 points, and Devin Elder 12 points as Weaver boys beat Mumford 56-50. Alston Carroll poured in 27 points with 2 3-pointers to pace Ohatchee at home. The Indians' other top performers were Colby Hester with 14 points, Jake Robertson 14 points, and Hunter Brown 8 points. Welburn's top performers were Ollie Boot 12 points, Jackson Long 10 points, 6 rebounds, Ray Williams 10 points, 6 rebounds, as the Ohatchee boys beat Welburn 70-42. John Welsh scored 18 points to lead Spring Garden to victory at Faith Christian. He hit 1 3-pointer. Spring Garden's other top performers were Chapel Pope 10 points and Cole Bailey 9 points. Faith Christian's top performers were Eli Robinson 12 points, Connor Richardshagen 10 points, and Carson Harris 7 points, as Spring Garden boys defeat Faith Christian 50-39. Caden Fife led 4 Cedar Bluff players in double figures with 18 points, and Cedar Bluff's other top performers were Elijah McFry 17 points, Carter Dillingham 14 points, and Isaac Bishop 11 points. Pleasant Valley's top performers were Hunter Sparks 19 points, Noah Johnson 18 points, Jaden Sparks 8 points, and Cooper Duggle 8 points. And Cedar Bluff boys beat Pleasant Valley 72-64. Aaliyah Marks hit 3 3-pointers en route to 22 points, and Weaver beat Mumford. Weaver's other top performers were DJ Gibbs 7 points. Mumford's top performers were Lewin Brewster with 12 points as Weaver girls win 40-29. Alexa Cramner scored 13 points with 1 3-pointer and 6 rebounds to lead Pleasant Valley, as the Raiders' other top performers were Laney Robinson 5 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks. Lily Robinson, 5.7 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks, but it wouldn't be enough as the Cedar Bluff girls win 53-29. Tonight is a full slate of area games with a few non-area games sprinkled in. Here's the action for tonight. The Oxford Yellow Jackets are in area play tonight, both boys and girls, as they play host to Fort Payne. Fort Payne makes the trip to Oxford tonight for a very big area game for both teams. Oxford lost both boys and girls to Fort Payne last time they played. Walter Welborn and Weaver play a big area game tonight at Weaver. Again, Coach Jamie Burns and his team fell short to Welborn. Coach Bo Wynn's team got the win last time. 2 big area games between boys and girls at Weaver tonight as Weaver hosts Welborn. Also tonight, this is just boys action as the Anniston boys, Coach Torian Brown's team, will make the trip to Huntsville to face Westminster Christian. The Anniston Bulldogs are on the road tonight facing Westminster Christian. This next game is also just boys action as the Mumford Lions make the trip up the top of the mountain in Anniston to face the Donahoe Falcons. The Mumford Lions again are on the road tonight at Donahoe. This is both boys and girls action. The Faith Christian Lions, this is area play as Coach Corey Hughes' team along with the ladies make the trip to Talladega to face the Alabama School for Deaf. So again, it's area play in Class 1A as Faith Christian makes the trip to Alabama School for the Deaf. Also tonight, another big area game at White Plains. They hosted Jacksonville last night. Big game tonight for both the boys and girls as White Plains host Cherokee County. Cherokee County will make the trip from Center tonight to White Plains. This is area play in Class 4A. Also tonight, another big area game. Coach Ginn and the Sacs Wildcats make the trip to Piedmont to face Coach Glover. Also lady action, Sacs against Coach Morrow and the Piedmont Bulldogs. Again, Piedmont has the big lead in this area in terms of getting to host the area tournament. Sacs, though, Coach Ginn and the Wildcats make the trip to Piedmont tonight. Also tonight, another area game. Alexandria Valley Cubs, Coach Ginn's team, coming off a semifinals appearance in the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament. Well, tonight they're at home as they host the Golden Bears of Lincoln. Again, this is an area game, and Class 5A as Lincoln makes the trip to Alexandria. Also tonight, this is non-area, but the Asheville Bulldogs will come to Jacksonville to face the Golden Eagles, and I would not want to be Asheville. Jacksonville coming off a loss to White Plains for the boys. They're going to be looking to make a exclamation mark tonight, but the Bulldogs of Asheville are the away team coming to Jacksonville. Cedar Bluff goes to Jacksonville Christian to face the Thunder tonight in Jacksonville. Again, Cedar Bluff going to face Coach Tommy Miller and then face the ladies are going to play as well. This is boys and girls action tonight in Jacksonville as the Cedar Bluff Tigers make the trip to face the Thunder of Jacksonville Christian. And then this is they've played already. This is the third time, I believe, as the Pleasant Valley Raiders will go to Ragland tonight. And again, this is non-area play. It's Coach Hood and the Pleasant Valley Raiders, Coach Muncher and the Pleasant Valley Ladies make the trip tonight to face the Purple Devils of Ragland. And the final game tonight, this is also the third time they've played this year. Cleburne County will make the trip to face Central Clay, the Vols. This game's at Central Clay as Cleburne County Tigers. Not too far of a trip as they go down and face Central Clay Vols in non-area play. Ohatchee is hosting senior night tonight. 2 other Calhoun County teams are hosting tonight, and the Weaver Bearcats travel to Susan Moore. Here is the wrestling slate for tonight. The Ohatchee Indians have senior night tonight as Coach Finley and Coach Lathers host the Cleburne County Tigers and Pleasant Valley Raiders. Coach Jake Mayfield and the Cleburne County Tigers, Coach Jonathan Nix and the Pleasant Valley Raiders both traveled to Ohatchee tonight as the Indians have senior night. Also tonight, Coach Ben Carroll and the Welborn Panthers, they've got a big youth match at home, but they've also got varsity action as Welborn hosts Oxford and Lincoln. Coach Ben Carroll's team's at home tonight hosting Rusty Mayfield and the Oxford Yellow Jackets and also facing the Golden Bears of Lincoln. Also tonight, Coach Alston Bragg and the Piedmont Bulldogs are at home tonight as they will face White Plains and Leeds. Coach Todd Manning and White Plains along with Leeds making the trip. That's not a quick trip for Leeds. They're going to make the trip up I-20 then up north through Jacksonville. But Piedmont's at home tonight hosting White Plains and Leeds. And the final one tonight is at Susan Moore. Coach Ingram's team is going to host the new dual state champion Weaver Bearcats. Coach Fulmer's team goes to Susan Moore tonight where they face Albertville and face Mortimer Jordan, who's coming off an appearance in the 6A dual state championship. And that's it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for the update, Namath, and thank you for watching today.
You can find us here online every weekday on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram. and also on our website, eastalabamanow.com. Just go to our video feed and watch us whenever it's convenient for you.
That's right. We'll see you back here Wednesday for your news on your schedule.